video, we are introducing neutral spine, or quote-unquote ideal alignment of the spine. This is the shape you'd like your spine to be in when you're standing or sitting, but it's just easiest to find lying down. So I'm going to first ask Jessie to point to her hip joints, the actual joint, and then draw two imaginary parallel lines from your hip joints to your knees to your feet. And then bring your arms alongside your body. Now I'm going to just ask Jessie to roll over to show you a landmark. You will not be doing this. And I'm going to ask her to point to the bottom of her pelvis, or the lower part of the pelvis. So that's where you want to weight bear, and then just show them the top of the pelvis. That's not where we want to weight bear. We want to weight bear at the bottom of the pelvis. Turn back onto your back, please. And then just really feel the weight heavy, heavy, heavy on the bottom of your pelvis. Now, quote-unquote neutral pelvis, her pubic bones and her hip bones should be at the same level. So I should be able to place a board on her pelvis and it should lie flat, resting on her pubic bone and her two hip bones, or those knobs that stick out. Then go ahead and bring your arms back alongside your body. Moving up the spine, there is a small space in the low back. So she's not flattening her low back down onto the floor. Moving up the spine, I actually want all of you to reach around and touch your bottom ribs in the back so you're very clear in your mind's eye where those bones are. Bring your arms back alongside your body. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, just let those bottom ribs in the back get incredibly heavy, making sure that you didn't go into a pelvic tuck as you did that. And again, inhale and exhale, and just let those bottom ribs in the back, they weigh 500 pounds each, let them settle down onto your mat or the floor. Now, some of you may have a lot of tension in the mid-back, particularly gymnasts or certain styles of yoga where you're really encouraged to lift the heart. It will be hard for you to settle your ribs down. Could you just show? Yeah, so Jessie's showing beautifully. I'm actually going to zoom in. So the ribs really don't want to settle down onto the ground. So for those of you with this pattern, to help you release the tension in your mid-back, you will want a sandbag, or you can go to the store and buy a 10-pound bag of rice or lentils, and you're going to place it on your bottom ribs. And it's not cheating, it's just giving you proprioceptive feedback, and it allows you to really get a sense of making those bottom ribs heavy on the floor. Beautiful. Moving up the spine, feel your shoulder blades flat on the floor or your mat, width across the chest space between your ears and your shoulders. Moving up the spine. Now, for those of you who have a very rounded upper back and it's hard for you to create length in the back of the neck, we want you to have another prop available, and that's a small towel, which you will place under the base of your skull, not your neck. And that will help you create the length in the back of your neck. So just to remind you, I'm going to go back down the body, long in the back of your neck, space between your ears and your shoulders, width across the chest, shoulder blades flat on the floor, lower ribs heavy, heavy, heavy on the floor, a small space in your low back where it's not pressing down onto the floor, pubic bone and hip bones level with each other, and just take a moment to feel the shape of your spine.